Well, today, Fox 4 got a look inside the repurposed shed where a now missing 6-year-old boy lived with his mother and his siblings. The man who owns it says he knew the woman at the center of the investigation, knew her for more than a decade. He considered himself a godfather to Noel Rodriguez Alvarez and his siblings, and he was shocked, he said, to learn the boy was missing, that his friend fled the country with her other kids and her husband. Meanwhile, authorities are now shifting the tone of their investigation. Fox 4's David Santendry is live tonight with the update. David.
Well, Heather, for the past few days, we have seen investigators going in and out of that shed where Noel was living with his family members. Now, today, for the first time, we are learning a bit more about how they came to live there from the elderly gentleman who years ago took Noel's mother in. 6-year-old Noel Rodriguez Alvarez lived in this shed with his mother, stepfather, and 6 of his 9 siblings. The 71-year-old property owner, who lives in the home in front of the shed, is allowing Fox 4 to tour after Everman police investigators sorted through belongings the past couple days. The owner tells Fox 4 he's been friends with Noel's mother, Cindy Rodriguez Singh, for more than a decade. For most of that time, she had been living inside the main home, but moved into the shed a couple years ago as her family grew. Now investigators say she fled the country to India with her new husband and 6 of her kids, while Noel is nowhere to be found. Do you think Noel is alive right now?
Yeah, I do.
71-year-old Charles Parson did not want to show his face Tuesday, but showed us photos of him and Noel. He says Noel's mother called him the godfather to her children. He says he met her at a grocery store and took her in after a rough patch. But she and her husband, Arshdeep Singh, who's from India, left the country without saying goodbye.
They're scared. They're going to get in trouble with the law. You know, they're afraid they might have done something wrong.
Parson does not know what wrong they may have done. He says Rodriguez Singh previously lost custody of her children, but got them back. He says he does not know what happened to Noel, who requires routine medical treatment for some serious health issues, but believes his mother would not hurt him. What gives you the confidence that she won't hurt her kids?
I know her.
Last week, Noel's extended family reported to Child Protective Services that Noel had not been seen since November. Monday, Everman's chief of police said some family members reported him being around more recently, but on Tuesday he announced his belief that Noel's mother lied to those family members before leaving, and she is the focus of a criminal investigation.
You know, we think that those were coached statements that were provided to us.
Tuesday afternoon, Everman police formally requested assistance from the FBI. They still do not have evidence indicating if Noel is alive or not.
That doesn't mean that we're not doing our job and that we're not going out there and pursuing what we need to be pursuing. It just means that the physical evidence hasn't been present.
And I said, look, Cindy, I got 2 extra rooms. Just come on in.
For now, the friend who took Noel's mother in a decade ago hopes Noel is found safe. What did those kids mean to you?
They mean a lot. They mean a lot to me.
Anyone with any information on what may have happened to Noel is asked to contact the Everman Police Department. Heather, Steve, I will send it back to y'all.
All right. David, thank you.